Hello guys, welcome back to the DevOps channel. My name is Shuraj Tilang. From today onwards, I'm thinking that I should start Azure plus Azure DevOps series. So now I'm thinking that I should upload the syllabus first of all, whatever syllabus I'm going to cover in Azure and Azure DevOps. Those syllabus I'm putting here, guys. So one by one, I would like to show you here. So first of all, in first week Azure fundamentals I'm going to teach. So here introduction to Azure, whatever for the Azure cloud, whatever I'll provide the introduction first here. Understanding of cloud computing, introduction to Microsoft Azure. Then day 3, creating Azure free account and Azure portal overview. So how can we create the Azure free account and Azure portal overview will see there, how can we use Azure portal, so where we need to go, how to go, and what to find, what needs to be find, right? That all things we'll see, we'll look into the day 3. And day 1 and day 2 we'll see about the cloud computing and introduction of Azure cloud. So after that, day 4, 5, and 6, it's Azure services and solutions. So related to the Azure services and solution. So on day 4, I'm going to teach you here, guys. I'm going to explain here overview of Azure services. That is nothing but compute services, storage, networking, etc. So on day 5, I'm going to explain here, guys, key Azure solutions, that is Azure virtual machines, Azure app services. Through app services we can create like web apps, for if we want to deploy any web app project, then we can deploy through using Azure app services. Then after that, Azure SQL database, etc. Then on day 6, hands-on deploying a web application on Azure Azure app services. So on day 6, I'm going to explain here, guys, like uh, one web application. How can we deploy that application, web application, using app services through the Azure cloud? I'll take there one small project, and I'll web application project, and I'll deploy there. So after that, on day 7, I'm going to explain about the Azure networking and security, guys. So what is the networking and security, we'll see one by one on here, day 7. So Azure virtual networks and subnets, how can we create the virtual networks, how can we create subnets, or how can we use that, we'll check and see in day 7. Azure Network Security Groups, NSG, network security groups also will see. Then identity and access management, IAM, in Azure. So what is the use of IAM and how can we create that, and where we can use, we'll see. And after that, Azure DevOps basics. See on day 8 to 10, I'm going to explain here, guys, at day 8, overview of Azure DevOps and its components. What are the components in Azure DevOps, and what is the overview of Azure DevOps, that we are going to see in day 8. And day 9, creating Azure DevOps organization and project. So after creating the account in Azure DevOps, how can we create the organizations? Then what is the use of that? Then organization settings. We'll go into the organization setting, and I'll tell you there, what are the important settings are there in organization. And after that, we'll create the project, and in that project also there is a project level setting also. In project level setting also, what we can change and how can we handle that project level setting also. And that all things we'll see in day 9. And in day 10, we'll see source control with Azure repos. Or I haven't written about the Git here, just in bracket I have written here about Git. But guys, about the Git also I'm going to tell you here on day 10. um, I will explain something little bit about the Azure repos, but I want to explain maximum things about the Git on day 10. And after that, day 11 to 13, I'm going to going to tell you here, guys, about CI/CD with Azure pipelines. On day 11, continuous integration CI with Azure pipeline. So, what is the continuous integration? And how can we do that with Azure pipelines? So that I'm going to explain in day 11 and 12 continuous deployment. So with Azure pipelines, and 13 building and deploying Docker containers with Azure pipelines. So I would like to tell on day 13 how can we deploy Docker containers with Azure pipelines. That we'll see. First we'll build, and after that we'll deploy. uh, and after that, on day 14th, Azure artifacts and release management. Whenever we'll build the pipeline, after that, that all artifacts will be there. Artifacts will be there in Azure DevOps. So artifact management with Azure artifact. How can we manage that Azure artifact? We'll see about that. Then multi-stage release pipeline in Azure DevOps. We'll see about the multi-stage release pipelines in Azure DevOps. An example project also will take there for setting up CI/CD for a web application. We'll take the small project about setting up CI/CD for web application. Then, and we'll deploy also that on web application. Okay, and then week 3, advanced Azure DevOps and infrastructure as code. So in week 3 we are going to learn about the ARM templates. Using the ARM template, using ARM service, we can create like a infrastructure. Okay, on day 15, introduction to Azure Resource Manager ARM templates. What is the ARM? Why we use ARM? That all about the ARM we'll see on day 15. And day 16, deploying how can we deploy the Azure resources? We'll see on day 16. And day 17, it is automating Azure deployments with ARM templates. Then advanced pipelines customization on day 18. I'll take that customizing Azure pipelines with YAML. So how can we go with the YAML? How can we run the like a multi-stage pipelines using YAML? So we'll see first customizing Azure pipelines with YAML on day 18. 19 is pipeline triggers and variables. So how can we or we select, or we can to the trigger pipelines and variables also. So we'll see that on day 19. And 20 is hands-on lab customizing CI/CD pipelines for different environments. So we'll take a small project here also for hands-on lab purpose, and we'll customizing CI/CD pipelines for different environments. So we'll take the different environments there, and taking the different environments, we'll check it how it can be work. Okay, and on week 4, other DevOps tools and technologies. So in week 4, we are going to learn about the Terraform, Docker, and SonarQube. So introduction to Terraform and infrastructure as code IAC concepts. We will see on day 21. What is the Terraform? Why we need Terraform? And what is the use of Terraform? All those information we'll see in managing infrastructure with Terraform day 22. And on day 23 we'll see about the Docker fundamentals and containerization. And on day 24, setting up code quality analysis with SonarQube. Okay, then on day 25th to 27, I'm going to explain you here, guys, configuration management using Chef. So in market currently, Chef, if you are finding out Chef videos on YouTube, you will not get that much of latest videos on Chef. So guys, I'm going to teach here about the Chef configuration management with Chef. So introduction, first day on 25 day introduction about the configuration management tool, that is Chef. And 26, introduction to configuration management and Chef. Both day we'll take the first day, first on 25th I'll take the introduction, and 26th I'll move ahead with the chef configuration management tool, and on day 17th hands-on lab configuration managing servers with chef. So how can we manage the servers using chef? There are three components, main three components, which are workstations, safe server, and compute nodes. How can we manage that compute nodes using chef server and chef client commands? Those all information in 3 days only, all information we'll learn about the chef. And after that, last but not least, it is PowerShell and wrap up. So it is 28 to 30. So it is introduction to PowerShell scripting and automating Azure and infrastructure task with PowerShell. There is a final project. So whatever I have covered the tools, we can say final project, comprehensive project integrating Azure DevOps, Terraform, Docker, SonarCube, Chef, and PowerShell. Whatever I have covered the tools, that all tools I'll take in one project, and definitely we'll do the final day project. So this much of I'm going to take coming from coming Wednesday. I think date is 28th Feb. So from the 28th Feb, I'm going to take this all thing. Every alternative days you will get the videos at 9 a.m. every alternative day. So I'm starting this guys. I'm going to start this guys from coming 28th of February, Wednesday. So on Wednesday, 9 a.m. my first week, first Azure fundamentals. Okay, understanding cloud computing. So we will understand about the cloud computing on my first day, so that is 28th of Feb. So guys, this much was here only for today. Please subscribe my channel, like, comment. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye guys.